All right, folks, we're live. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing great. Let's get this party started. All right, all right. All right, so thanks for joining me. If you're watching me live, just write live in the comments. And I'm doing my drawing today, or my random number generator. I don't actually have like tickets for my favorite business book. So as you write live or replay in the comments, just make sure you leave me a number between 1 and 100 if you haven't already voted. And I'll choose the one today. So today we're going to talk about probably one of the most important parts of being an entrepreneur. Excuse me. Especially if you're small or starting off, or you're maybe it's a side hustle. Maybe it's something that you're something you're passionate about. A lot of entrepreneurs get into business because they're passionate about something. They're like baking, cooking, fitness, whatever, and they go, you know what, I love what I do, and everybody always tells me if you do what you love, then you never work a day in your life. And while there's some truth to that, there's a lot more to it. The puzzle isn't quite that simple. So I'm going to ask you to do something for me. I'm going to ask you to make sure you take time to invest and bet on yourself. And here's what I mean by that. I mean is when you get into the business, you're buying stuff like to make your office more streamlined, software, ads, upgrading. If you have a brick and mortar, you're upgrading your reception area, and those are all really important. You want your customer interface, your experience to be the best possible for your clients. But one of the most important parts of your business equation is you. You have to invest in yourself. And I don't just mean, this is really important, I don't just mean doing more of what you do. So if you, let's say you open up a bakery shop because you love baking. Maybe you love to bake desserts. I don't mean going to every, workshop and seminar about how to bake the newest thing or how to use different ingredients. I mean how to make yourself a better version of yourself overall, and specifically how it relates to your business. What business skills do you need? There's a lot of blind spots as an entrepreneur, especially if you're like a one man or one woman show, and it's very easy to get caught up in doing detail work and you're missing the big picture. So do you have an understanding of marketing? Do you have an understanding of ad copy? Do you have an understanding of reading the demographics of your area? Do you have an understanding of how to work social media? When I started my business, there was no social media. There was barely digital media. It was really old school. It was you would do network events, meet and greets, and those things are still important. But I'm talking about investing in yourself. I'm talking about investing in coaching that's relevant to what you're doing, your business, and making sure you're not just putting all the money and energy into stuff and doodads. And if you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, and most entrepreneurs do, is quite well known in this sphere, is he's really big on. It says something that's really profound, and it's not like he's the first one to say it. It's like don't spend a ton of time building up your weaknesses and really double down on your strengths. And I totally agree with that. But in addition to that, you have to make your strengths not so much of a liability. I'm sorry. You have to develop your weaknesses so they're not a liability for you. Well, you may not need a degree in accounting to understand how your business works. You need to know enough of the basic accounting so you can follow up with someone who does. So invest in yourself. Find ways, guys, it's never been easier. There's obviously things like YouTube. I know people who have learned complete marketable skills just by watching YouTube, how to do computer work, how to do IT work. This is an amazing thing. So if you're a young person, let's say you're under the age of 30, you've never known a time without internet, and I can't even explain to you how much of an advantage this is, because you can literally go onto YouTube or any number of other sites, or there's all kinds of free content, and you can learn marketable, saleable skills that will help you make money and make a living. No joke. That's a profound thing. Again, if you're under 30, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Like, well, yeah, of course, but it's not been that way forever. So I'm not jealous of you guys because I take advantage of it too. But invest in yourself. Now, that being said, there's a lot of free content out there that will do really well. And I'm telling you right now, especially from my experience as a one-on-one coach and a performance coach, whether it's fitness, martial arts, personal development, you can gain a lot with free content and a good measure of self-discipline. But I'll also tell you, most people do not have a great deal of self-discipline. What often happens if you're excited about a topic is you'll go and you'll consume a bunch of content. You'll read books or watch videos or do podcasts, and then you just don't take any action. And that doesn't really solve the problems. So then you're knowledgeable, but nothing happens. And so when I say invest in yourself, specifically on this video, which is our fifth day of the week, and I could do a giveaway. So if you haven't logged in yet, if you haven't replied, write live in the comments if you're watching this live, and write replay, watching replay, and give me a number between 1 and 100, because that's when this video ends. I'm going to give it about maybe 25, maybe half an hour. Then I'm going to do a random number generator, and the closest number to that number wins. It wins my first and most important and my favorite business book for business development, because that's what this series is about, is entrepreneurs. So going over the 15 biggest mistakes I've made as an entrepreneur, and one of the ones that I've made is the topic of this video, and that is I did not invest enough, often enough, early enough in my personal development as an entrepreneur. I was a martial arts guy, fitness guy, so I would go out of my way to go to someone's seminar and learn a new way to handle knife threats or do jiu-jitsu, or and I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but those things didn't really move my business forward. I had a pretty deep well of knowledge. It just made that well deeper. But what I would often neglect is the key performance indicators of your business. How do you take a pulse of your business and know where it's going and where it needs work? So those are the skills you should know. Know the skills of entrepreneurship. It's different than whatever it is you specialize in. Okay, big distinction. Next week I'm giving away my second favorite business book, which goes into this topic in more detail. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you're an entrepreneur, you've probably read it before. So today, make sure you do something. Look around. Figure out what it is in your business that you're going to start, or that you have already started. What is your biggest blind spot? And when you invest in coaching, when you invest in a mentor, when you invest in a network, or not in a network group, the networking groups are good. I mean a group of other entrepreneurs that will not only inspire you and educate you, but also hold you accountable. That is what the missing link often is. Whether it's getting in shape, whether it's learning a martial arts skill, those are my field specialty, or whether it's accounting, or whether you want to open or even if you're just managing a business. If you're not an entrepreneur, but you would like to be, and maybe you're a manager, these are important skills, and these are the skills that will set you apart too. So if you don't wish to open your own business, because it's not for everybody, but you want to take your position as far as possible, learn the skills of business management, learn the skills of business growth, learn how marketing works in today's world. Find a business coach or coaches, or find a mentor. If you can find somebody who is doing what you want to do, they've already done the hard work. You can shortcut your way up there. You basically are going to compress time, because if you run a business, you will make these mistakes you make all the mistakes that I've talked about, and you're probably gonna make all the mistakes I'm gonna talk about in the next 2 weeks. But if you can learn from someone else's mistakes, which is the point of this video, you are gonna compress the time it takes for you to get from A to B. You are still gonna screw up, and you might make mistakes that aren't even on this list of 15 that I made. Great. When you make those mistakes, make a note of it, learn from it, and then once you've been doing it for a while, share it. Become a mentor. I love coaching. I love training others. I love being mentors, whether it's children or adults, or someone's like, hey, you know what? I have a challenge. I want to get somewhere. I go, well, if I can help you, then I will. Hence this product. All right. So as you finish this video, there are 3 things I want you to do. I want you to write in the comment section, whether you're watching it live or you're watching a replay. I want you to leave me a number between 1 and 100, so I could give away my number 1 business book. And I want you to seek out coaching, mentorship that's going to take you where you want to go. Again, maybe my message resonates with you. Maybe someone else's does. Maybe you need more than one business coach. I mean, most people, again, even Olympic athletes have coaches for different things. I mean, look at the NFL. If you're an NFL player, you've got an offensive coordinator coach, you have a defensive coordinator and coach, you have a overall coach, you've got a special plays coach. So don't think that you know it all. And this is again. If you've noticed, all my topics on this week have been revolving around the ego of the entrepreneur, because we're already so fired up. We swear we can do it all ourselves, and we make mistakes when we think that way. All right, so I don't want to ramble. Probably too late for that. Sorry about that. So again, my goal this week is to make sure you take some time for personal development in your business. Learn the overall skills of your business, not just the nifty things you like to do. So bet on yourself, not just double down on your strengths. But again, your weaknesses are never going to be probably your best asset, but make sure they aren't a liability. That's kind of where I want to get to. So this is Coach Daryl Johnson. If you need to get a hold of me, if you have questions, if you want more answers than I can give you, stay tuned. I'm going to do another 10 days of this every weekday. I'm going to shoot for 7:30 Pacific time live, but you can catch the replays. I'm not sure where you're consuming this content, but if you are, if it's a live video, write live in the comments. Give me a number to 100. If it's a replay, write replay. Give me a number to 100. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them. I will do my best to check with everybody. I have a lot going on, but I really am passionate about helping entrepreneurs reach the next level of success or get started in the first place. All right, Coach Johnson out. You know where to find me. I'll talk to you soon. Have a fantastic, phenomenal Friday.